My name is Heather McLaughlin, and the topic for this week is gender and infidelity. Our question for the week is, do men or women cheat more? And we will be finding an answer to that question in our required reading by Brand, Markey, Mills, and Hodges, titled Sex Differences in Self-Reported Infidelity and Its Correlates. To answer our question about whether men or women cheat more, it's important to narrow down the definition for cheating. As we'll see in this video, the definition of cheating is somewhat flexible and changes from person to person.
What do you get out of sexting? Like, oh my God, I can't wait to see. What do you get out of sexting? Like, oh my God, I can't wait to see that photo. I'm gonna get right to it. Like, who are you texting?
Today we're going to be reading scenarios and whether it's cheating.
Of course, like any kind of sexual type stuff is cheating. You have like the all night sliding your DMs type of situation.
If you have to question if it's cheating or not, then it's probably cheating.
For me, cheating is like both like physical, like you shouldn't be kissing or like fucking anyone else.
Your partner cuddle/spoon with someone else, cheating or not?
I would rather have my husband kiss someone else than cuddle with them.
When I spoon, it's pretty intense. So if I were to spoon someone else, I would say that I was cheating.
If my wife was doing it, cool. If I was doing it, that's not cool.
Your partner has been texting someone like that, and then you're leaving a message afterwards, cheating or not? Of course, this is all emotional cheating, which is equivalent to physical. I don't see a difference.
In a relationship where you like something and it's like hopefully you can do that to your partner. So it's like, why are you sending me the news?
The partner kisses someone else, cheating or not? Let's start with cheating. Innocent.
Cheat. Kiss that cheek.
So like that.
That's fine still.
Nate, I understand this still cheating. So I'm gonna do this thing.
Yeah.
Where it's nah, yeah, nah, yeah.
That's what you call sport.
Or other diseases.
Partners flirting with someone through text but never meets them. Cheating or not.
Are we swiping left on these or right?
Depends on the situation. Like, if that's the case, then why does your partner have to send you a gift with it? I think it's a problem because, like,
So watching that video, it's obvious that everyone has different definitions for cheating. There was not really a single question that was asked where everybody was saying, yes, this is cheating, or no, this is not cheating. There was a lot of people being on the fence, people saying, well, that almost crosses the line, but not quite. That's not quite cheating. One man mentioned that if he were to do the act, I think it was spooning, it would have been a problem. But if his wife did it, he wouldn't have a problem with it. So there's definitely some gender differences at play. It is important to discuss the misconceptions and stereotypes regarding gender and infidelity. What do most people think of when they hear the word cheating? As we saw in that video, it varies from person to person. Some people think kissing, no matter whether it's on the cheek or the lips, that it's cheating. Whereas some people think that a kiss on the cheek or a light peck on the lips is not cheating. So it really depends on who you're asking and what their individual definition of cheating is. Is there a stereotype about which gender cheats more? We definitely have come across stereotypes in our everyday life about cheating and which gender is more likely to cheat. We often say that men have a lack of self-control, which leads them to make bad decisions like cheating. Also, like we spoke about in our discussion about monogamy, some people believe that men are not meant to be with just one person and that they're naturally inclined to be with multiple partners. And some people will just say that boys will be boys and it's something men do, or they're very flippant about infidelity compared to women. Is there a stereotype about why each gender cheats? Some people believe that women cheat for emotional fulfillment while men cheat for sexual fulfillment. And this goes hand in hand with the idea that women are naturally more emotional beings and men are more focused on physical elements like sex. So now we will enter into the methods section. The authors of this article sampled 546 participants. There were 282 women and 264 men. The participants were mostly white, 73% white, and 86% of participants were never married. The ages of participants ranged from 17 years old to 78 years old, and the mean age was 24 years old. Only heterosexual people were recruited for this study. Continuing the methods section, we're going to talk about how the participants were recruited. So we had one group of participants that were students. They were recruited from two Mid-Atlantic region universities through their university subject pool, and they received course credit for their participation in the study. We also had community participants in the study, and they were recruited in public places like train stations and coffee shops by research assistants. And the community participants were provided with compensation for their participation. All right, continuing the methods section, we're going to discuss the procedure, how they went about conducting this study. They had students fill out questionnaires individually or in groups, and the community participants were asked if they had time to fill out a short survey regarding relationships. Some important definitions for the purpose of this study are cheating, which is defined as any form of romantic and/or sexual involvement, short-term or long-term, including kissing, while the individual is in a relationship with another person. A cheating episode is defined as each different time an individual becomes involved with someone else. We have some more definitions that are important for the purpose of this study. Prevalence in this article is referring to the number of individuals who report having cheated, whereas incidence refers to the number of cheating liaisons in which the individual engages. Measures included in this study were the infidelity questionnaire, which included 8 infidelity-related questions regarding incidence, prevalence, and relationship status. Participants who claimed to have cheated were asked follow-up questions regarding the nature and frequency of cheating episodes, like how many cheating episodes they had had. Participants were also asked questions regarding reasons why they cheated. Here we have our independent and dependent variables. We have one independent variable, which is the gender of participants, and we have 5 dependent variables that we will be talking about, which are 1, the number of incidences, 2, the frequency of episodes, 3, the nature of episodes, involving or not involving intercourse, 4, prevalence of infidelity, and 5, why people cheated. And an example of that would be they're unhappy in their current relationship. So now we'll be going over our results, and the first results we'll be looking at is our prevalence of infidelity by gender and nature of episodes. So we have 39.3% of men reported cheating and 50.6% of women reported cheating. We also have which instances included intercourse for men and women. 21% of men's episodes included intercourse, whereas 19% of women's episodes included intercourse. We found that the difference in infidelity rates between men and women is statistically significant with a p-value of 0.01. We also found that there is no significant gender difference for participants whose infidelity involved intercourse. And we found that according to these results, women cheated more than men, 50.6% compared to 39.3%. Here we see the median cheating incidences for men and women. This doesn't tell us very much. There's no difference between the prevalence of infidelity between the genders when we look at the median. However, when we look at the mean episodes of infidelity that involve intercourse, we see that men report more episodes of infidelity involving intercourse than women on average. This table tells us what reasons participants said they cheated by sex, females compared to males. We see 2 reasons ended up being significant, and those were unhappy in current relationship and that the other person made them feel attractive. So to answer the question, do men or women cheat more? According to our findings, they suggest that women report higher rates of infidelity and therefore cheat more than men do. However, results vary depending on the nature of the episode. As we saw, men report more cheating episodes involving intercourse than women. If the definition of cheating only included episodes involving intercourse, we may have found different results. There were several limitations apparent in this study, including that the authors only focused on cisgender identities. The study could have better assessed the role of gender socialization and whether or not people cheat if trans and non-binary participants were also included. The participants were also mostly white and not accurately representative of the general population, and therefore the research warrants some speculation. Also, we cannot determine cause and effect on the current study, as we cannot say that being a woman causes one to cheat because we cannot randomly assign participants to genders or randomly assign people to cheat on their significant others. In conclusion, contrary to popular beliefs and long-held stereotypes, the data does not support the idea that men cheat more than women, as women reported higher rates of infidelity than men. However, it is important to consider the definition of cheating. If cheating was only defined as intercourse, men may have reported more cheating incidents than women, since men reported more cheating episodes involving intercourse than